Left the house over in East Point, headed over to check on another property that I bought. I'm currently owned, and we're working on this one as well. So I'll show you guys around this one, show you what we plan to do to it. So true story, I actually closed on this house while I was in Chicago. So I was supposed to close like, I think 2 days before our flight was to head out to Chicago, but some things got rearranged with some of the docs. Had to push the closing to the day that I was in Chicago. So I had to get documents transferred up there. I had to go find a Wells Fargo to wire the money. And I can't believe there are no Wells Fargos in the city of Bloomington. So I actually had to drive while I was on my way to Milwaukee to see my family to a Wells Fargo to wire the money. So in Chicago, in Milwaukee, buying a house in Atlanta. I did see it before, so it wasn't a sight unseen, but just was a little funny story that I was up north closing on the house that I was planning to rehab down south. So I'm about 5 minutes away from the house now. It's not too far. It's like 5 miles away from the city of East Point, home that I had. This is over in South Atlanta. 30315 is the zip code. So as I get over here to this one, we'll walk around, show you guys a little bit about the neighborhood and what the floor plan of this house is like. So 5 minutes. We've arrived at the house here over in South Atlanta, like I was mentioning to you guys. So I am on the outside. You can see this is another one of those vacant houses. I'm telling you, these are the opportunities in Atlanta. So I'm looking up and down the street right now. There's actually probably about 10 different rehabs going on within a block radius of these vacant houses here. I'll show you a few more here, but let's take a look around. All right, so you can see the condition on the outside. Probably got a little bit more work to do on the outside of this one than we did the city of East Point home. The roof definitely needs to be redone on this one here. Siding is not in bad shape, so we should be able to keep the siding. We'll probably pressure wash it, maybe paint it. Still got a few little places to patch up. You can see the back here. Back is all grown up. What we're gonna do on the back though, we're just gonna clear it off. And I think it's probably looking at about 30 to 40 feet back to that fence. I know you can't see it through all the brush, but that'll all be cleared off. We're not gonna do a fence on this one. What we're gonna do is use the neighbor's fence. It's a wire fence right there. We're just gonna remove that, take all of that out of there. But this, this right here was the funniest thing I think I've seen on houses. I mean, there's like a tree stump literally growing up under the back of this thing. Now they told me there's no issues with the foundation. That'll be something we'll determine as we get further along there. I am hoping that there are no foundation issues there, but my contractor, he's assuring me there's not. They just got to take that old stump out of there. So we'll clear up the rest of the brush. What I really like about this is that some of the windows are still intact. So we don't have to replace all the windows on this one, which is a good thing. Save a few dollars there. The landscaping, we're going to clean off all of that brush there. Contractor got some nice ideas on how to make that look a lot better as we go along the front of the house there. Got a stump there. Not sure if we're going to remove that stump or not, but we'll find out. I got some money in the budget for landscaping. We'll see where we get as we go further along. All right, let's go on the inside. Standing on the inside, this is the living room. So this is a 3-bed, 1-bath, currently 1,000 square foot. So not a big home, but we're gonna open it up, make it look a lot bigger as you first come in. So walking around here, we have that window to replace. Look at those vines that was growing up in there. That's crazy. We're walking around here. So that window's actually in pretty good shape. I mean, not looking at the blinds and this huge wasp that's right there in the corner. Okay, buddy, stay right there. Let me move back a little bit. But yeah, that window's in pretty good shape. The floor, we'll have to replace the floor. We're actually gonna do a new hardwood. One of the things we're gonna do to this front space here, so this whole wall right here, all of that, we're gonna take all of that wall out. So when you first come in, similar to the other house, you'll be able to see straight through the back. All right, so you go back here on this side. So this is the current dining room. All right, that old lighting fixture that's right there. We're also gonna remove this wall, all right? So that'll give our kitchen a lot more open space. So these two walls, that one right there, and this one, both of those will be gone. All right, that's part of the demo process. Another thing we're gonna do here, so this is what makes this home a great deal. Look at all this dead space it has. So this was a huge washing room, right here, laundry room. This is what this was right here. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna convert this to a bathroom. So that's going to make it a 3-bed, 2-bath house, which gives us a nice after repair value on this. So we'll talk about the numbers towards the end. But that whole space there is going to be converted to a bathroom. All right, we're going to keep the back door right there. Another window to replace. So here's the current kitchen. All right. Now, where I grew up, those cabinets actually look pretty good. All right. But to get the resale value that we're trying to get, we're actually going to take those cabinets out. We're going to redo the whole kitchen. All right. So along that wall, we'll keep the refrigerator in that spot, but you'll see the stove. All right. The sink come along this wall here, but cabinets going up top as well. All right. So you can see the ceiling. We got some ceiling work to replace. We're probably going to have to redo these beams too, for what my contract is telling me. So this is out of code actually, because of how far apart they are. So I think the new code is you have to be, those cross beams have to be like, I want to say 16 inches he mentioned across the front. I don't know. That's not my area of expertise. He just told me they were out of code. I know they're going to go in and do some more framing work up there. All right, so let's walk through the rest of it. So because we are removing and making that space a bathroom over there, we got to find a place to put a laundry room. All right, so the architect is going to make either this closet or that closet. We're going to make one of these a laundry space. All right. So it's going to have what you call a stack washer and dryer combo in those spaces right there. Since they have 2 closets, we're going to keep one of these closets as a, hallway closet for all their linen, towels, any other thing they want to put in there. But that's what we're going to do there, because this house had a lot of dead spaces. And that's what makes it another great deal. So if you're out there, you're looking at houses and you see houses that have all of these corners, like some of these old houses that was built like this, when they have all of those old corners like that, that's opportunity to close off that space and do something else with it. You can add more square footage to homes when you got all this dead space right there. Like, you don't need that many closet spaces there. This house had a pantry and a closet for 1,000 square foot home. We add more cabinets in there. That'll take the space that they need for their pantry. So it won't be as much closet space, but they won't be losing any of the efficiency of the home. All right. So this is going to be one of the interesting opportunities as well. So along this side, this is their current bathroom that everybody shared. All right. So you can come in, you can see it's currently no toilet there. All right. So there's this sink that they have, the old tub. All of this is coming out. And what we're going to do, where I'm standing at now, we're going to close this off, right? So you won't be able to walk straight through here because there's going to be a wall going straight across there. You won't even be able to see in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this the new master bedroom with a master bathroom, all right? So this is the current closet. So this closet is probably going to come out a little bit further, right? So they'll have a little bit more closet space. But as you go through, this wall right here is where we're going to make a door to go straight through this door to the backside, which would be their bathroom. All right, so this is the master bedroom. Currently, I think it's about a 12 by 13, 12 by 14 space, something like that. So a small master bedroom, but nevertheless, it's going to be a nice space because it'll have a bathroom associated with it. So this room here, this is one of the other rooms. We probably got a lot more work to do in this room than we do some of the other rooms. So you can see that hole, look at that, right there. The sun coming through. That is not a sunroof, ladies and gentlemen. That is a big fat hole in the middle of the ceiling. So we're gonna have to close and redo the whole ceiling. And because that hole was there, anytime it rains, as you can imagine, water comes down, and that's what it does. It soaks into the wood, buckles up there. So all of this wood, all of the subfloor is probably rotten. It's actually some mold you can see over there in that corner. So we may have to do a little bit of a mold abatement treatment. But all of this floor has got to come out. It's going to be a brand new floor, right? All new insulation, as you can see there as well. Again, all the jungle that's growing up in here with the vines. Another good window. I'm telling you, hey, saving money. There's another good window. Matter of fact, let me close this window right now. Some reason keep that open. There we go. Let's close that off. All right. Coming through the other room. All right, so here's the other space. There's the closet space. So the drywall is not as bad as it was over there at the East Farm property. You can see that. There's mold up there in the corner. More black mold. Another man-made sunroof / hole in the ceiling. Old lighting fixture. Again, all the buckling up of the floor. That's because of those holes in the roof and all the moisture that's coming in. All right, there's a closet space. All right, so like I mentioned, currently a 3-bed, 1 bath, 1,000 square foot. We are going to make it a 3-bed, 2 bath, still 1,000 square foot, but it'll be a lot more effective, a lot more efficient. All right. All right, so let's talk about the numbers on this property. All right, so this is one that we picked up for $52,000, and right now we have a rehab budget set aside for $60,000. The after repair value, also known as the ARV, came back at $165. Now I actually thought it would be $160, so I was happy to see the $165. And the way I run my numbers, just for you guys out there that are trying to learn, what you basically have to do is look at similar properties like the one that you're thinking of buying that have the same type of rehab, same type of finish that you plan to do that was sold within the last 6 months, maybe 6 to 12 months. That's probably a good range. You look at also, make sure that there's the same amount of bathrooms and bedrooms, because you definitely want properties, like I said, they're comparable properties, so they have to be similar. Same square foot, all right? And then maybe within 5 or 10 years of the year that the property was built. And you look at those and you try to give your best guess on, okay, so if I'm buying this house for $50,000 and houses that are fixed up have sold for 160 or 165, then that gives you how much space you need as far as your rehab and the profit that you're trying to factor in. All right, so you got to factor those things in. If you're getting a loan as well to do the property, you got to factor in all your holding costs and all the things that it takes to manage the loan. So we call those holding costs, right? So all of that factored in, this house came back appraised at 165. We got a rehab budget set aside for 60. We bought it for 52, and I probably got about 15,000 or so, maybe 12 to 15,000 or so worth of holding costs in there. So again, pretty nice profit, right, for about 3 or 4 months worth of work. And that's what we're thinking is going to happen with this one. All right, so I'll keep you guys updated with this one. Now I got the same contractor working on this property that I do on the city of East Point. So right now he's at a race against himself. Let's see if he can finish property A or property B and see which one finished on time. All right, so I'll see you guys next week.